We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. The mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Christian McCaffrey, his pops was a Giant for 3 years. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. They'll throw. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Fighting through, and he's got space. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 77 yards. And the Giants will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be...
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for Carolina.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one. At the Giants' 26-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Throwing Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. 2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Jones. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. Open space inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Giants add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit. Maybe.
They've got his man complete. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings us 2nd and 7.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. second down and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Finding room to the 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 33 yards. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Panthers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A handoff to Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 133 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll go down at the 28.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
On 1st and 10, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Tanner Muse there defensively.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the 2nd round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got a man, that's Marshall. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Going back to Marshall. He's got him again. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off play action. Jones steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try to run forward with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the pass. Mark 38. Mark 38. Mark 38. Bring it.
Looking to throw. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 61 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw here. His throw incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Smith to return it. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball,
launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for Carolina. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Handed inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. This likely a must-have, third and goal. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Running left, it's Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
second down. Here's Barkley again. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Running again with Barkley on second down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Tanner Muse able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up out of USC man Adoree Jackson. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Boy, 179 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he's got his man on the out route. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the run, it's Barkley. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gano's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. For Marshall, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Second and 4. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.